Hey friends, since my last video, I have still got Cody Brown and his possible cognitive dissonance on the brain. Now this is all alleged, just in my opinion, obviously. Thought I'd just throw that out there. Sister Wives is known to be a bit litigious. But yeah, still thinking about that. And I just wanted to commentate on it some and see what my commentary crew thinks. I have been thinking about the fact that there are a lot of people in our known history, especially since the age of media, who become public figures on the basis for advocating for an alternative lifestyle. And when this goes on for years and encompasses full decades, and then the public figure makes a U-turn on what they were advocating for, it's always pretty disorienting for their audience. The most effective public figures who've done this usually instantly denounce whatever they were previously advocating for, lay out the reasons why they now feel that they've realized that is wrong, and they often apologize to their audience for previously misleading them. Then you have Cody Brown of Sister Wives fame, a polygamist for religious reasons based on the fundamentalist beliefs of the AUB, which is an offshoot of Mormonism, who decided to meet two goals at once, in my opinion: advocate publicly for his lifestyle, which has been villainized to the point of being illegal in most states, and also make money off of it. Big money. Big TLC money. Personally, I've watched several episodes of Sister Wives from different seasons, I think most from every season, but I've only watched sketchily because I just find Cody Brown's attitude too irritating to watch for all episodes of all 18 seasons. So if there's something important relative to what I'm talking about that I leave out here, I should have known about, let me know in the comments, or if there's anything I get wrong, let me know. In the beginning of the first season, Cody's appearance seemed relatively happy, kind of seemed like a little drama here and there instigated for the cameras, but things were pretty much relaxed. It was clear that things hadn't always been perfect between the OG3 wives, but there wasn't the obvious tension that you see in later seasons. Although, again, it was also obvious that Robin wasn't in the same playing field as the others. It always seemed clear to me that Cody treated her different, and that was either then or eventually going to be a problem. So as the seasons went on and more things started happening, it seemed to me like Cody would look for reasons to be outraged at the OG3. His 2020 rules were crazy, and I say that as someone who was scared at that time and took a lot of the same precautions that he did personally, but I still managed to have contact with family and friends who didn't feel the same and didn't take the same actions by finding ways to communicate and meet virtually or distance that didn't compromise my goals or make them feel shunned or blasted over a temporary difference. Anytime people didn't agree or didn't follow Cody's laws, he would melt down about the disrespect towards him. And during the whole meltdown, he's actually disrespecting whoever he's mad at. He'll withhold communication, and I would say withhold affection, but I don't see much evidence of affection there to be withheld from him to withhold, even when he's not angry, other than towards Robin. There's always affection towards Robin. Now, when it comes to Meri, I have conflicting feelings because I will say, in my opinion, her catfishing scandal is something that I think anyone would feel extremely betrayed, like Cody did, and I haven't really seen Meri take full responsibility for her actions there. She always wants to talk about how she was victimized, and she was in multiple ways, in my opinion, by Cody being her husband and neglecting her, not actually loving her, and also by a catfisher who was lying to her and just put her in a nasty position. But she still made a choice to do something that was not allowed in the relationship that she's in. But that can also be questioned, though, because I feel like Meri implies that the legal divorce affected her in more ways than intended, and she felt free to talk to other people. And me not at all being able to understand polygamy, that perspective makes sense. We're divorced now. Now, I've also heard a lot of people say that Robin is friends with the catfisher, which, oh my God, if that's the case, that would make the whole situation super sus. But at the end of the day, unless you believe polygamy is divine, and I think most people would understand a person who's having to share their husband with 3 other women, one of whom is the only person he's actually in love with, falling for someone else. Too bad for Meri that they weren't real, because despite of her saying, I was never actually leaving this family, I personally believe that she would have rode off into the sunset with a catfisher had they been the real person that she actually thought they were. What do y'all think? Now, again, from my sketchy viewing, it really seems like Cody treated Janelle terribly during his 2020 loss for no reason bigger than disagreeing with him and doing things her own way in her own separate house. And then, to make it even more ironic, it seems like Cody and Robin did some similar traveling during Cody's 2020 loss to what Janelle did. But naturally, Cody has all the convoluted excuses in the world for why that's different. Somehow his and Robin's actions in traveling never actually broke the rules, but man, Janelle's did. And oh my God, how could she disrespect Cody? He, goes off on screaming fits and blah, 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 all that again. And then when it comes to Christine, from what I can tell, Cody's anger at Christine really seems to come from her never really being good with Robin and complaining about her in the beginning, which sounds natural to me whenever you're trying to make something like this work. Cody seems to have really taken his fixation on that as a reason to hate Christine enough to say on television to the whole damn world that he has no attraction to Christine, and then went on to describe how disgusted he was once at the way she ate freaking nachos. And it just really took the level of petty attacking from everything from her personality to the way she looks to the way she ate foods to a really weird level for someone who advocates for the things that Cody advocates for and was promoting this marriage the way that he was. Like, you were actually that disgusted the whole time by the way she ate food, and you're gonna say all the things that you said before. Come on. So all of this makes me wonder if Cody hasn't been living in a severe case of cognitive dissonance all along. Did he always feel a need to keep his thoughts focused on how polygamy is the correct path that he has to take while suppressing an internal longing for monogamy with someone he was actually in love with? To listen to him now, it would seem like it, because it seems like he's still there. He expresses complete disgust and contempt for his OG3 wives, but in the same sentence he'll say that he doesn't want them to leave and he never wants divorce, and he wants the plural marriage to continue, while also stipulating that he'll never have an intimate relationship with any of them again, and that he's not in love with any of them but Robin. In recent seasons, he openly admits to falling in love with Robin in a way that he never did with his other wives, and then he seems to turn his rage on those wives for not doing more to love Robin themselves. They are not going to be capable of loving Robin the way that Cody does. They're never going to want her and see her through his eyes, but that seems completely lost to him. But then I wonder, is it really? Like, is all this drama for the cameras? Sometimes I wonder if Cody actually gave up on polygamy before he married Robin, and if everyone got together with a plan to make bank off the destruction of their way of life. But it's impossible for me to know, even if I deep dove to every bit of information that's out there. At the end of the day, I would just be making a judgment call. Now, the one thing that makes me think that that scenario is likely not the case and that they sincerely started this show thinking that they'd show their shiny, happy people alternative lifestyle is I don't see Christine and Janelle choosing to put their children through the pain of the spotlight if they knew that the end result was going to be the dissolution of their plural marriage and family altogether. I could be wrong, though. I'm curious. Like, tell me what y'all think in the comments.